Let's continue with examples. We will go through all of the cases and I will give you 3 or 4 examples, and the noun will be declined according to the cases. Basically, we'll answer the word within the sentence, the word we will exercise, will answer the questions of the cases. So let's start. The first one is nominative, and we will take first the living things. First one, the person. And the person will be friend, друг. Friend is друг. And the sentence would be, friend lives in Moscow. Друг живет в Москве. Москве. Друг живет в Москве. Can you hear the difference in the pronunciation? Written Москве, pronounced Москве, with the emphasis on «е». So, how would you ask the question about friend from this sentence? Who lives in Moscow? Кто живет в Москве? Who lives in Moscow? And we're using the question word кто, who. So we get a nominative here. However, nominative wasn't very difficult because we learned nominative basically so far. Everything we were learning was in nominative. The nouns are coming in the dictionary in the nominative form. So everything what we were learning was nominative. Tricky it becomes in the following cases. In genitive. I'm at friends. I'm sitting, I'm at friends. Я у друга. Я у друга. So I'm visiting a friend. I'm at friends. I at friends. So actually in English we get ending s. I'm at friends. So this R in this particular case takes this meaning. However, it's not the same as in English. Here we get genitive. Because if we would ask the question out of the sentence about the friend, what would you ask? At whose are you? At whose place are you? Where are you? At whose place are you? And you would answer, я у друга. So at whose place are you? У кого ты? У кого? У кого? Here the question was кто? Кто живет в Москве? Who is living in Moscow? Here we are asking у кого я? У кого я нахожусь? Where am I? У кого я? And we got genitive. So you understand, we need to adjust our friend according to genitive, to the function of friend within the sentence. Next one. Я даю другу. I'm giving to a friend. Я даю другу. Я даю другу. I give to a friend. Я даю другу. Here, as you might see, as you see, there is no to. There is no to in Я даю другу. Because to is built inside the word friend, другу. It answers the question кому. How would you ask the question to this sentence? I'm giving to a friend. To whom am I giving? Well, and here we're asking кому я даю. Кому. So if we would ask the question to the word другу, we would ask кому. Кому другу. To whom? To a friend. Do you understand the function of dative here? We modify word друг to the word to a friend, другу. And we got dative. Now, I'm seeing a friend. Я вижу друга. So I'm seeing a friend. So the question to this, to the word друг here would be, whom am I seeing? Кого я вижу? Кого? Кого я вижу? And I'm seeing a friend. Я вижу друга. Кого я вижу? Я вижу друга. I'm seeing a friend. Here we get accusative. So I'm seeing friend would be я вижу друга. And you can see here also, we got кого here and кого here. We got different functions because at whose and whom am I seeing? So that answers different question, and it follows different logic of two cases in Russian language. We will understand this logic and the difference later on once we go through each single case one after another. Right now, you just need to understand the global logic of cases. Now, I'm working with a friend. Я работаю с другом. Я работаю с другом. Я работаю с другом. I'm working with a friend. Я работаю с другом. You see, friend gets the ending om. So, how would you ask the question to the word friend within the sentence? I'm working with a friend. With whom am I working with? With whom am I working? С кем? С кем? С кем? С кем я работаю? С кем я работаю? Я работаю с другом. С кем я работаю? Я работаю с другом. I'm working with a friend. So we got кем. It's instrumental case. And the last one, we would have о ком. About whom. Я говорю о друге. I'm speaking about friend. Я говорю о друге. I'm speaking about friend. How would you ask a question to the word friend within this sentence? About whom am I speaking? So about whom we would have о ком. О ком. О ком я говорю? About whom am I speaking? О ком я говорю? Я говорю о друге. So here actually we also got a great exercise about how to state a question about something. So basically you take the question word and you add I'm speaking. So about whom I speak. О ком я говорю. And the answer is я говорю о друге. And о got the function about here. О друге. О ком. About whom. And we got prepositional case. So do you understand the logic? Do you understand the logic? So we got a certain context, and this context about the word within the sentence answers these questions. Don't worry about this. It won't be as difficult as you might think right now, because we will build it out of the context and out of the examples. Once we get several examples about a certain context, you will straight away understand, oh, it goes on about the prepositional, nominative, or dative case. But right now, because we got these words and sentences on the monitor, let's repeat them. So the question, кто, who. Who comes from nominative case. And what is the sentence here? Друг живет в Москве. Friend lives in Moscow. And how would you ask the question, who lives in Moscow? Basically, we need to replace друг with кто. Кто живет в Москве? Well, and we also need to emphasize on the question word. Кто живет в Москве? Друг живет в Москве. Friend lives in Moscow. Я у друга. And we got the question, sentence here. У кого? At whose place? У кого? How would we ask the question, at whose place am I living? У кого я живу? But here we just got я у друга, meaning I am at friends. So, у кого я? Where am I? At whose place am I? Я у друга. I'm at friends. Try to read it. Я у друга. And ask the question, у кого я? Where am I? I at friends. Next one is кому. To whom? Read the question. Read the sentence. Я даю другу. Дать is to give. And we got here conjugated verb to give according to the first personal pronoun I. Я даю другу. I am giving to a friend. And if we would ask the question, to whom am I giving? Accordingly to our dative here. So, кому я даю? Я даю другу. And because we know that I'm giving to a friend, it follows the dative logic, we will know, so we will learn that we need to place u after g. So, другу. We need to modify друг to другу. And this is the application of cases, so on nouns. Я даю другу. Next one, кого? Whom? It's accusative case. And the sentence here, read it. Я вижу друга. I'm seeing a friend. Видеть is to see. Видеть is to see. And we need to adjust our verb conjugated according to the first singular personal pronoun. Я вижу друга. I'm seeing a friend. How would you ask the question? Who am I seeing? Кого я вижу? Кого я вижу? Who I see. So who I see, with the question word as the first word, we're getting a question. Кого я вижу? Я вижу друга. Next one, с кем? With whom? With whom? We got the instrumental case. With whom? Я работаю с другом. I am working with a friend. Again, we adjusted working, работать, to the first personal pronoun. So, я работаю с другом. С, with. С другом, with friend. С кем? With whom? С кем? Instrumental. Try to ask the question, with whom am I working? С кем я работаю? С кем я работаю? With whom am I working? Try to write it. Basically, write the question also. С кем я работаю? Кого я вижу? Кому я даю? У кого я? У кого я? Кто живет в Москве? So basically, we're replacing friend with the question word. And the last one, we got the question, о ком? About whom? So, about whom am I speaking? Try to read the question, read the sentence. Я говорю о друге. Говорить is to speak. And we conjugate the verb according to the personal pronoun I. Я говорю о друге. I'm speaking about friend. О ком я говорю? About whom am I speaking?